Grace Bakes. In this video I'm going to show you how to make 3 festive drinks. It's that time of year when the weather has turned and you fancy sitting on the sofa watching a movie and enjoying a warm drink, or friends come over and you want to serve warm drinks. You can either go with the classic tea and coffee, or you can try something new. I've got 3 of the best festive drinks for you to try, which include a chai hot chocolate, a non-alcoholic mulled wine, and a spiced apple tea. So let's get started! To begin with, I'm going to show you how to make the spiced apple tea. This will make 1 cup of tea. So to begin with, you'll need 1 sliced apple. You want to slice it like this and just plonk it in a saucepan. To this, add 2 cinnamon sticks, and then get some cloves. About 5 of them will do, and just put them in here. I added 6 just for good measure. And then fill with water. You want to add enough water so that the apples are covered, and I've used freshly boiled water so that the tea boils a lot quicker. So stick the hob on a medium heat and let it boil until the apples are nice and soft and the water has changed colour and it smells really fragrant, and that's how you'll know your tea is done. So whilst the apple tea is cooking away, I'm going to show you how to make my non-alcoholic mulled wine. So to begin with, you'll want some orange juice, and get a mug that you'll be using. Pour the orange juice in, and this way you get kind of an exact measure of how much orange juice you need. So I have filled it up about 3/4 of the way. You'll want to add this to another saucepan. So pour this in here. Then you'll want to add 2 cinnamon sticks. Measure out 1 heaped teaspoon of spiced tea. And again, this will serve 1 person. So pour this into the saucepan and top it with some water. Put the hob on a medium heat and simply let it boil until you start to see the colour change. Now do give them a little stir occasionally just to make sure it's all mixing together nicely. And the apple tea does smell amazing already, and the apples are kind of soft at the moment, but just keep letting them boil. This will take about max 5 minutes to make, so it's quite a quick process, but you just have to be patient with it. So whilst the apple tea and non-alcoholic mulled wine are boiling away and doing their thing, I'll show you how to make the chai hot chocolate. So what you'll want to do is get 1 teaspoon of the spiced tea, and I like to use a French press for this bit. So get 1 heaped teaspoon of this chai tea and pour in some water. You want to sort of create a shot of this tea, so don't add too much water. Put that to one side and leave it to brew. Now, for the next step, I like to use a milk frother. You can purchase them from anywhere. I actually purchased this from, let me see, a company called Gourmet Gadgetry. And I absolutely adore this thing. It's basically a kettle. It heats up the milk or water, whatever you decide to put in it. So in this, you are going to add 1 teaspoon of cacao powder or cocoa powder, whatever you prefer. And if you want to sweeten your tea at this point, you can also add some maple syrup or some honey. This is the stage at which you'll add it, or some sugar. That's also another option. And then pour in your milk. And again, I think it's really handy to get a mug, the mug that you'll be using, and measure out a glass of this. And that way you're bound to have enough milk for your drink. So that's enough. Because do bear in mind you're going to stick a shot of that tea in there. So pour that in. And then all you do now is stick that on. It will start to whisk and do its thing. The apple tea and the non-alcoholic mulled wine have finished brewing, and I'm going to turn the hobs off now. And I've got some measuring jugs here with some sieves in them, and I'll simply pour the teas out of the saucepans and sieve them into the measuring jug. And then it makes it easier and cleaner to pour it into a mug for you to drink. there you have it, non-alcoholic mulled wine. It's not the traditional red colour, and that's because we added orange juice. However, you could also add some pomegranate juice to turn it red, and then you'd have an authentic colour. Next, I'll be sieving the spiced apple tea. Because of the boiling, you can see that the cinnamon, sorry about that, the cinnamon has kind of unravelled, and that's what you're looking for, because you know that the cinnamon, as we know it, ground cinnamon, the powder, is kind of infused in the tea, which is exactly what you're looking for. And you have your two teas, your spiced apple and your non-alcoholic mulled wine. So the next step is to pour your drinks into a nice festive mug. You don't have to do this step, you can use any mug, but I obviously prefer festive mugs due to the time of year that I am making them. Now, what you want to do is pour your drinks into the mugs. So you've got your spiced apple. Then I'm going to pour my non-alcoholic mulled wine. And lastly, it's time to make your chai hot chocolate. So you'll want to strain your brewed tea and pour it into the mug. So to this you're going to add your chocolate milk. Simply pour your chocolate milk into your mixture, and it almost looks like a milky tea. Now this part is entirely optional. If you've chosen to make this drink with almond milk or soy milk or a dairy alternative, you don't have to add whipped cream, but if you have chosen to use cow's milk, you can add the whipped cream. There we go. And then you can add some marshmallows. So there you have it. It's really as easy as that to make some festive drinks that everyone can enjoy, even children. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe, and for more recipes make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure to press that bell icon so that you're notified when I post new videos. I'll see you next time. Bye!